with a cheap, lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking...
Shut up, fool.
There is no racial bigotry here. Here you are all equally worthless.
You can't handle the truth.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You lose. Good day, sir.
Good Tuesday morning, folks. It is October 21st. Moving right along to the news of October. Good grief, man. Good grief. It's good to be back. Hey, we missed yesterday. Hey, Zen, good to have you here. Oof. I tell you what, whatever I caught this weekend was not pleasant. It was not pleasant. It was rough. I mean, rough, buddy. It was not a good time. You know, I started feeling bad Wednesday. Yeah, I was like, just a little something to eat, maybe. Nah. Thursday progressed. Friday, I was calling a football game about a little over an hour away from home. And by the end of that football game, I was messed up. I mean, I was feeling nine kinds of awful. Barely made it home. And didn't get out of the bed till Sunday afternoon. It was rough, man. It was rough. I had a big match I was supposed to have in Missouri Saturday. Had to cancel all of that. It was not good. Felt bad yesterday. I got up yesterday morning. I thought, okay, I feel a little better. Shoot, no. I went right back to bed. It was awful. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. But I feel good this morning. Got to have me a cup of coffee. That helped. I mean, I feel really good today. I don't wish that on anybody. I don't want to say it was the flu, but everything points to that, right? The fever, the chills, the sweats, the vomiting, everything. It was rough. It was rough. But here we are on the other side of it. Great to be back here. I really hate I missed yesterday morning because that's been the whole thing, is not to do that, is to make sure we got something consistent going on. But I just couldn't. And I usually don't. I power through pretty much anything. Like I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, look, I wrestle injured all the time. Torn tricep, wrestle injured. Broken ribs, wrestle. But when you're sick, you can't really wrestle when you're vomiting everywhere, right? It's a different kind of thing. You know, just being sick like that is different than having an injured body part to me. I can deal with the injured body part, that pain and that agony, all that stuff. It's just compartmentalizing the pain. But when you really can't function because your internals are just, it's a different kind of messed up. So, guys, stay hydrated. Get your vitamin D, C, B, F, G, HIJKL, all of it. Get all your vitamins. Take them all. Right? Take your zinc. Get your iron. Your selenium. All of it. Stay healthy. Keep those internals good and rolling. Because we're about to hit the season. No more 80-degree weather. All right, we're in the 70s now, where I'm at. And according to this forecast, it's about to roll on through the 70s. I mean, we're going to get into some 60s here pretty soon, especially with the way these weather patterns are. Like today. Today, we're going to hit about 73, which I love this weather. I do. But that transition on the sinuses and these sinus colds, that's another thing entirely. Wednesday will be a high of 71. Thursday we'll get to 77. All right, we're gonna be touching the 80s. We're close. But Friday we got some rain coming in. It looks like 73. Saturday a high 72. Could be a thunderstorm. Sunday high 74. We got some rain coming in, and then just get ready for it. Monday we'll have a high 79. That'll be the highest temperature wise we'll hit. Storm, another front coming in. Tuesday a high 73. And as I'm looking at this, Wednesday, a high of 69. Thursday, a high of 63. And we're going to be seeing some highs in the 60s. A high of 60 as we get into the first week of November. We're in for it. It's coming. Now, some of you have already been experiencing these. I know some of my buddies up there in Philadelphia, New York. Y'all been hitting them 30 temps, right? Y'all hitting them 30 temps already. Which y'all can have that. I don't want no part of that. That's y'all can have all that stuff. I don't want any part of the 30-degree weather. Nope. Y'all can keep all of that 30-degree weather. Don't want any part of it. But, whew, like I said, we're about to hit that. We're hitting that area. And so, with these temperatures fluctuating down, we're going from summer to fall. to winter. Take care of yourselves. Get them vitamins because, man, I still feel it a little bit, the lingering effects of that, whatever it was I had this weekend, but nothing like it was, buddy. Nothing like it was. It was rough. It was rough stuff. So take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. And apparently, yeah, I missed a lot of things this weekend. I did. Missed a lot of things this weekend. I heard there were some no Kings rallies, which I don't think we've ever had a king here, but okay. All right, sure. I guess anything to get together and have a party. Is that what we're talking about? Or is this just for people who rarely get out of their house to get together on things like this? What is it? What is it? I mean, it's so dumb. And these people are ignorant. I'm just going to tell you. I have no doubt that there are some people who go into these things going, okay, well, I'm going to support the rally and not a big deal, but you got some psychopaths at these rallies. Is stupid. And they're mad because we're so successful. I think that's the big thing. They're mad because we're so successful. This no Kings thing is probably the worst thing I've seen as far as ignorance goes on the left. It's got to be the no Kings things. Nobody in here trying to be a king. Nobody in here is trying to be a king. If y'all would have your way, you're calling for a king. Honestly. With your socialism and all your stupid things. It's ridiculous. You saw the one lady, the teacher, who was poking fun at Charlie Kirk getting shot in the neck. I hope she loses her job. I do. Hey, look, I'm all for your right to say what you want to. I am. Go for it. But you ain't free from consequences. What a terrible look that you're supposedly somebody who's an educator. Right? Somebody who's supposed to be an educator, that's what you do. Good grief, man. It's wild. It's wild. So it is interesting. There's been a lot of interesting things happening here. What is really going on? I mean, it is wild. It is a wild thing. You see some of these psychos out here. It's just, I mean, what do you have to do? I don't understand people who don't think. I guess that's my biggest deal. Is why don't these people think? Ain't no thinking going on. Did she get fired? I hope she did. Because you'll need to have somebody like that teaching your kids. I'm sorry, if that's your mentality. And I think that's one of the things that this stuff shows is people's actual mindset, right? It's not the facade that you put on while you're in the workplace or while you're out in public. Most people do that. That's not true. I'm sorry, I misspoke. I don't think most people put on a facade, but a lot of people will put on that facade, right? They'll come out there and you think they're one way, and then you meet them and like, okay. Like, I don't understand that. That's got to be exhausting, first of all, to put on a front. And then you let them loose and they show you. They show you what they are. I mean, I don't feel sorry for her. Lose your job. You should lose your job. It tells you the humanity that these people are under and what they're doing. And these are people who are trying to lead your kids. I mean, I'm sitting here looking at a picture of this No Kings thing, and it's typical. It's typical of what you're seeing out here. I mean, there's a certain look these people have. There is. It's a certain look. It's hilarious. I don't care. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. I'm the absolute loser fruit that's out here. And they're everywhere, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's a little crazy. A little nutty. A little bang bang. Stupid. You gotta stop all that. All right, what's happening around our area? We gotta take a look real quick before we get into everything else. We're gonna do some music. Playing some music this morning because I want to hear some tunes. And we gotta have some good indie stuff. Got Michael Bates, of course, coming up towards the end of the show, as always. But get ready. Witch's Night Out is this week. Witch's Night Out, you've heard me talk about it for a couple of weeks now. October 23rd, that's Thursday, from 4:30 to 8:30. You can go out and have a great, great time. I mean, there's going to be a lot of stuff. They've even got this one thing. It's called, they're trying to doing a pre-sale, right? They're doing a pre-sale for 60 people only. It's $30 wristbands. I don't know what all the $30 wristband gets you. You get a goodie bag with extra treats in it. You get double entry into the grand prize drawing, which is win $200 at Main Street Bucks. But you can go and sign up. You can get your tickets now. It's $30 a pop for these wristbands. And like I said, I'm not really sure what it goes to. It doesn't really. I know it goes to help the Senatobia Tate County Animal Shelter, who needs a lot of help out there. There's a lot of help needed out there. So I know that goes into it. But ladies, dress up in your Grace Witches gear, because Witches Night Out's going to be from 4:30 to 8:30. You got wine tastings. You got a costume contest. You got a lot of good deals going on as these businesses open up down there on Main Street. And you're going to have an after party at Woodchuck's. So enjoy yourselves. My daughter already has her costume. Yeah, she's got her costume, witch's costume picked out. And her dog's a witch's costume. Same thing, right? So I can't wait to see this. It ought to be a good time. It ought to be a lot of fun. So I can't wait to get back and hear exactly what she has to say about it and how well it went, right? I'm excited about that. What else do we got going on here? Let's look and see. So I was in a deal. Batesville is popping off with these new businesses. Batesville, Mississippi is popping off with these new businesses they got down there. No Small Children, Salad, Tweed, River Music Fest. Oh, cool. That sounds like fun. We've got, oh my goodness, TJ Maxx has just opened up in Batesville. So they've got Hobby Lobby now, Academy Sports, and TJ Maxx all opening up in Batesville. That little town's growing. I'm not even sure you can call it a little town anymore. I mean, because they are humping it now. They are really getting down on it, which is pretty cool. I know this Saturday, Batesville's Main Street has their Scare on the Square. That's a Halloween party. It's trick or trunk and a costume contest. That's in downtown Batesville from 10 a.m. to noon. The costume contest registration is at 10 to 11. The costume winners announced at 11:30. So your costume contest, you have different age groups, 0 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 7 to 8, 9, 10, 11 to 12. And you have a family or group category as well. So they got several of these. They got several going on here. But that's going to be a great time. Batesville Main Street Scare on the Square. They really do go with their stuff on the square now. It's really impressive. I mean, how they really transformed the square. And I think let me be sure I'm looking at this right. But Friday night at 7, they're having a bingo night, and I think this is at the Legacy 5. It's going to be a little 2-hour event. It's $15 to join. It gets you a 3-card game. They have a witch's jackpot. You can get extra tickets for $5 each if you want to up the fun. They say come dressed in your spookiest costume. We're going to have a cozy fall themed outfit. Let's enjoy a night full of laughter and fun together. It's going to be at the Legacy venue. It's at 106 Court Street in Batesville, Mississippi. That's Friday night. And that sounds like a good time. Me and my buddy were talking about bingo the other day. So there's a lot going on there, and I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of the bingos. I love that stuff. I don't know why we don't have a bingo hall here. I don't get it. All right, so I'm gonna pull this up, dude. I am not lying. I thought you were telling me about a fall event, dude. I am not, dude. Oh, that's funny. Hold on a second. Let me pull this up, Zen, so that we and I have this right. No small children. Let's see. Make sure that I'm pulling up the right thing here. Salad. No. Okay. Here's one. I have an acoustic version of that. Tweed River. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Tweed River Music Fest. All right. Here we go. All right. I'm going to pull that up because we're going to play that here in just a second. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to type with my keyboard. It's way on the other side over here. No small children, Tweed Music Fest. I'm going to pull this up. Let me kill that right there because we're going to play this thing here in just a second. So I knew it. I can always rely on Zen. Always. Yeah, bingo night I love. I love bingo night. I have such good memories of bingo. Playing it with my mom when I was a kid. She'd take me and my brother and sister to bingo hall in Longview, Texas. And that's what we'd do. Get those daubers out, get all those bingo cards, and here we go. 2 to 3 hours of just hitting them, daubing, hoping you're just going to hit that bingo before some other lady over there started yelling out, bingo! And them elderly people, they took it seriously. They weren't playing around. They were serious, buddy. They didn't. No, sir. They were ready to roll. All right. We're going to play this song. This is No Small Children from Tweed River Music Fest. Let's go.
They were so freaking good. We gave them the spot right here because they're going to rock all of you. I've known the Tim and Zell sisters. We all grew up together in the little town of Hingham. I can't believe what they have turned into. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for No Small Children.
Survival face such a lonesome place. We won't be strong, be true, be bad. From time to time, how to live. We all like to be. It's all right here. It's all right in the air. It's all right in here. It's all right in the air. La 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 la. How you guys doing? I'm wicked, wicked tired, but I'll sleep when I'm dead. Survival face such a lonesome way. Be all be fun, be true, be good. From time to time, I want to live. Be all I can be. It's all I need. It's all I need. It's all I need. It's all I need.
Yeah, that may not be salad. That may not be salad, Zen. I don't think it was. I saw No Small Children in Tweed River Music Fest, so I played that song. But I don't think that was salad either. I don't think it was salad either. Because there's another one they have that I know this should be. Yeah, I think that's it. That's salad. So, whoops, played the wrong one. But I tell you what, those ladies are rocking it. Are they school teachers? I think I saw somewhere someone said they were school teachers. Is that true? I believe that's correct. That's wild, though. Yeah, that's a little wild. Woo! They were rocking it, dude. They were rocking it. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I did that. I figured it out. I was trying to find a better sound quality to it because it was sounding weird on the radio side of it. I mean, it was sounding weird coming out of the computer, honestly. So I was trying to find a better sound version of it so I could play it over the air. Because I believe the one that they have where they play at the Tweed River Music Fest has a dude in it too, in a dress. I believe that's correct. Is that it? Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, that's it right there. Wow. Okay. All right. I got it now. I think I got it now. I'll have to try to play that here in a little bit, maybe. See if we can get another one in like that. For sure. What else is happening out there? Oops. Well, before I do that, I better pay some bills because it's been a couple of days. You are listening to Undefined Voices right here on Undefined Radio.
First Security Bank is proud to support all area football teams. While you may not win every game, your friends at First Security Bank hope and pray that you stay safe, play hard, and be true to your team. It takes each one of you to play your role in the game, and it takes each one of us to be your bank. Each position on the team has its challenges, but we choose to persevere and win regardless of the numbers on the scoreboard. Make this season your best season. First Security Bank, we are one. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
North Delta Football is coming to you live all season long, thanks to TVI Fiber, proud sponsor of the Greenway broadcast. Just like our players on the field, TVI Fiber delivers speed, strength, and reliability you can count on. Lightning fast internet, powerful connections, and dependable service. That's a winning game plan every time. From kickoff to the final whistle, TVI Fiber keeps fans connected. Whether you're tuning in from home, on the go, or cheering from miles away. TVI Fiber. TVIfiber.com, built for the community, by the community.
Let Panola Paper Company be your source for supplies for your business or organization today. They can provide paper, janitorial supplies, food service disposables, office supplies, concessions, party supplies, warehouse and shipping supplies, first aid and safety items, and the list goes on and on and on. With free next-day delivery service to most locations, call them today for a catalog and pricing to start saving your business money. Order online at panolapaper.com, panolapaper.com, or call them at 563-5222, 563-5222. Panola Paper Company in Batesville in the Industrial Park, panolapaper.com.
Yeah, I saw that. The Broncos scored 35 points in the fourth quarter. That is crazy. That was wild to win that football game. Or was it 33? I think it was 33. Yeah, didn't they win 33-32? Yeah, they did. Yeah, they won 33-32. So they were blanked through three quarters. And then talk about falling apart on defense. The Giants, all they have to do, I feel bad because their field goal kick would have made those 2 extra points, Broncos don't come back. But everything had to fall just right for that to happen. And massive comeback. I mean, somebody was talking about the odds of that. There's like they put the odds on the Broncos actually being able to come back and win that game after being down so much. And, you know, fans were leaving. It's like there's no way they're coming back. And kudos to the ones who stuck around to the end of that, because that was a wild finish in that football game. And I mean, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, so I enjoyed ours. Good morning, Jen. But that was a wild finish. That was a wild finish right there. It was just a beating up until the fourth quarter, and then everything just fell the right way for Denver. It did. It just fell the right way for Denver. I can't believe they had enough time to score the way they did, but it was insane. It was insane. That's a valuable lesson for Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboo, new to the NFL, and they're crushing it so far this year. Doing great. But any and everything can happen in the NFL without question. Any and everything can happen in the NFL. And that was one. That was massive. That was a wild thing. But in college football, we saw a lot of top teams go down. A lot of top teams went down in college football this weekend. And now a couple of them, you could say they were playing kind of close up. That wasn't a big thing. I didn't think that was as big a thing as the rest of it. I mean, because you had some of these teams that went down were facing other top teams. I mean, so it's not like you had anything like Ole Miss, Georgia. Ole Miss loses that game because they couldn't score in the fourth quarter. They had that game under control. That they're not going to slip very far, but you're talking about 19 going at it, right? Oh, can't have you on there, buddy. But like my Texas team barely beats Kentucky. Watching the offensive line is like makes my eyes bleed. What else do we have happen there? Alabama, Tennessee. I didn't expect. Alabama is who they are. They're good. They should have won that game over Tennessee. They were picked to do it. I really thought Tennessee would have a little bit better showing than what they had as far as score-wise. But like Texas Tech loses to unranked Arizona State, although I've said since day one, Arizona State's a good team. They're just not ranked, but they're a good team. And you have things like that. Vandy beats LSU. That was a shocker. That's a shocker. Hands down, that's a big-time shocker. All right, so that's one. Notre Dame beating USC, not really a big shocker, even though the big shakeup that's, happening there at Notre Dame and what's going on with some of these teams. Mizzou beat Auburn again. Auburn just can't win from losing. I mean, it's just so many crazy things happening in that football team. And Memphis losing to UAB. Memphis loses to UAB. That is insane to me. No reason for that. Like, no reason for that. No reason for that. If I were to tell you this is your top 10, this is your top 10 halfway through the season, more than halfway through the season. Ohio State, number 1, you can see it. But Indiana, number 2? Really? That's a basketball school. Texas A&M, 3. Alabama, 4. Georgia, 5. You expect Alabama, Georgia. Those are names you expect to hear. Oregon, 6. Georgia Tech, 7. Ole Miss is at 8. Miami is at 9. Vanderbilt rounds out your top 10. Nobody believes that. Nope. You couldn't tell somebody at the beginning of the season and make them believe that. You're not going. You can't. You can't tell somebody that at the beginning of the season saying, this is pick me out of top 10. There's no way you have Indiana at number 2. You certainly don't have Vandy in your top 10. You may not even have Vandy in your top 25. You don't have Georgia Tech in the top 10. Not going into week 9. You don't have that. I'm calling you a liar. If you tell me, yeah, I predicted those exact things because there's one of those guys out there. No way. No way. I don't believe you. Not at all. Not at all. They don't, man. Texas's front line is awful. They are bad. Bad. Texas's front line is terrible. People are like, well, Arch, man, no. That front line is terrible. I mean, Arch is running for his life out there. Now, did he miss some wide open receivers? Sure. He absolutely did. Miss some reads? Yeah, but that offensive line is the worst. He just has no time to do anything back there. It's going to be an ugly rest of the season. It's not going to be pretty. It isn't. It's going to be a bad rest of the season, but I'm already steeled myself for that because I know it's going to be rough. You got this weekend's football games coming up, and my goodness. I mean, because you only get more and more intense as it goes. I mean, Ole Miss is taking on Oklahoma. That's not going to be a cakewalk. And I'm going to tell you right now, though, if Ole Miss can play 4 full quarters, not many teams are going to beat them. Texas and Mississippi State, I bet Texas gets beat by Mississippi State. I just don't think Texas's offensive line can handle it. I just don't think they can. Indiana, UCLA, that should be a win for Indiana. I mean, the way they're playing. Georgia Tech, Syracuse, Georgia Tech should keep on rolling. Virginia, North Carolina, man. We ain't going to talk about that. South Florida and Memphis. Memphis is unranked at 6-1. South Florida is 18 at 6-1. Memphis is unranked because they lost to an unranked UAB team. I get that. But Missouri Vandy, that ought to be a good game. Mizzou and Vandy, that ought to be a good game. But, I mean, you've got a lot of these teams are facing off here at the end of the season now where you're doing a lot of this conference play. A&M, LSU is going to be mad. They upset. That ought to be a football game. That ought to be a good football game. And, so just get ready for it. Upset of the week, UCLA beats Indiana. I mean, it's possible. I don't put anything past a lot of these games anymore because with NIL being the way it is and these teams being able to get players there, and I mean, sure, but I mean, UCLA 3-4, 3-1. I mean, I don't know, but could it happen? Absolutely. It absolutely can happen. And it may very well happen. So that's going to be interesting to see. So I want to play this song. This is from some friends of mine. And I love this song. And so I wanted to play this. This is from Roxy Love.
You know, all of my life, I've been dreaming about you. You've been running around in circles in my mind. Slipping through my fingers like the sands of time. Why is every time I catch you, you make me cry? You were my dream boy, the one I've been looking for, but I can never seem to find. You were my dream boy, I want you to be so much more. I gotta stop living a lie. Just can't wait to fall asleep so you can come back to me. Come back to me. I get so tired of counting sheep. I'm in and out of insanity. But you're still just a dream. The world is dark. You're my only light. I wish that you were real and you were mine. It feels so right to be holding you. I wake up and you're gone and I realize you are my dream boy, the one I've been looking for, but I can never seem to find. You were my dream dream, boy. I want you to be so much more. I gotta stop living a lie. I just can't wait to fall asleep so you can come back to me. Come back to me. I get so tired of counting sheep. I'm in and out of insanity. Insanity. But you're still just a dream. Sleeping in the day just to escape. Trying to get away so I can be okay. Just can't wait to fall asleep so you can come back to me. Come back to me. Get so tired of counting sheep. I'm in and out of insanity. Insanity. But you're still just a dream. But you're still just a dream. But you're still just a dream.
Baseball Civitan Radio Day is here. Civitan Radio Day is November 22nd this year from 8 to 2 p.m. live on Undefined Radio on Q105 FM. Radio Day is the Baseball Civitan's main yearly fundraiser. Civitan Radio Day funds the Birmingham Children's Hospital, the Grace Place, and needy individuals in our area who need a hand up. Most every business in baseball buys as it gives auction items to support Radio Day. Make sure yours is one of those as it goes to a great cause. It is the fastest 6 hours you've ever experienced on radio. Tune in and place your bids live November 22nd. Caldwell Insurance. Look for us under the clock sign on the square in Batesville. And look for us supporting the North Delta Green Waves in 2025. We have the easiest phone number to remember, 563-4567. We have the easiest website. It's timetoinsure.com. Easy, easy, easy. And we're easy to find. Under the clock sign on the corner on the Batesville Downtown Square. Come see Chris Smith, Brittany Hawkins, Jennifer Miner, and Perrin Caldwell. We work hard to make insurance easy for you at Caldwell Insurance. All right. Yeah, I don't know why that sound faded on y'all's end of it, because it does. That's the bad thing, because I can't hear it on my end. On my end, it all sounds perfectly clear, right? Just like this. So it sounds great. And then I'm having to scramble to find out why it's fading out. And there's no reason for it. Like, there's literally no reason for it. Like, I have no idea. I could not tell you. I need an actual sound engineer to come in here and go, oh, okay, well, your voice is fine. You're all going through the same system, but I'm not sure why. I need somebody to tell me, because it's weird. It's pretty strange. That was Roxy Love. That was Tracy on vocals. She wrote that song, and man, they're good. They're good. They put out their little album a few years ago, and I love all the songs on it. I mean, it's so good, and I wish they would play more of them when they're out. But you know, when you're a band and you're going getting all these gigs, especially around here, they're hiring you as a cover band. Really, is what they want here. That's what this area is about. They really want you as a cover band. So you're playing these songs, cover songs, when you got your own stuff. You're trying to work in there, here and there. But I love their music. Their songs are great. I mean, they got some really good stuff that they just never get an opportunity to play as much as I wish they could. Right? Because what happens is you sign to work for these places, and they want you to have a certain song list. They want you to have certain things you want to play. and it's hard for you to work your own stuff into that, which I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Let these people play their music. You're hiring them for their talent. They can play all these cover songs, sure, but let them work their stuff in. Let them get their stuff in because, man, they've got several that are just amazing. Amazing. And I wish they could play more of them. I wish they were allowed to play more of them when they're out because, like I said, they're so good. They are so good. But they just don't get the, it's like anything else. You just don't get as much opportunity as you would like. Probably as you deserve, maybe. Oh, Zim, speaking of. So I watched Monster Party. I watched Monster Party when I was laid up in bed Saturday night. I did. Yeah. I see why I don't remember it because I don't know if they ever played it on TV like that other than the first time they did it in the late 60s, right? It was not one they ever played at Halloween. I mean, we got Charlie Brown. You got things like that, but we never really got that whole deal, it was an interesting concept for sure. It was a very interesting concept, no doubt. As far as just like some of the shots were cool. Like I love the way it opened. Not sure how I felt about the songs. The music definitely improved or was better with the Christmas stuff. I think the writing was almost perfect on a lot of those, but I did like the visuals of it. I thought it drug in some places, but the whimsical nature of it was awesome. And just the fact that it's claymation and how you do that stop motion photography like that to make them work. It's a chore. It's a chore, buddy. It was. But yeah, I liked it. Yeah, last 30 minutes was very good. Last 30 minutes was very good. Especially you got them all sitting in there. And here's what's funny. I mean, that is a child's cartoon, I guess, is what we're going to say, geared towards kids. But they have some very adult content in it. It just reminded me of the fact that we weren't so sheltered, right? Back then, we weren't handled literally with kids' gloves back then. It was more like, this is life. Here you go. It's like, oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Another one I introduced Jen to was a movie. I don't know if I talked about this on Friday morning or not. Honestly, I don't know. But Something Wicked This Way Comes was finally released on Disney, right? After all these years. And she got to see it. I love that movie. Something Wicked This Way Comes. Such a good thing. I do think I talked about it on Friday now. My brain's still trying to catch up. My brain is still trying to catch up from that sickness from this weekend. It is. It is. Wearing these headphones ain't helping me out at all. It is not helping me out at all. But yeah, I mean, there's still other movies we got to watch. If we can find some time to watch them. Right now, I'm just so busy catching up and getting ready for this book launch. I was up till late last night getting all the stuff ready for this book launch. Mercy. There's so much involved in this stuff when you're doing it, and if you're doing it the right way. Like having to do the create a Facebook page, get your author page up, make sure everything is up to speed. So it's wild, man. There's a lot that goes on when you're doing that sort of thing. But here's the thing too, though. Here's kind of the thing about some of this is it's amazing. You know what? I shouldn't even say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. What I am going to say is I appreciate every single person who likes and shares those posts on Facebook and who is getting the word out about my book. For those of you who are following the book page, thank you so much. That's what I will say. That's what I'll say. Keep it positive. Keep it positive. I did some cool things for our sponsors too that I'm excited about. Creating the bookmarks, that's pretty cool. So there you go. Other sponsors like Kudzu Carts. If you need a good golf cart, Kudzu Carts is the way to go. And Cocker Family Medical Center. Again, when you need to be taken care of, Cocker Family Medical is the way to go. I've never had a doctor, but I've been to a few doctors in my life. But Cockrell Family Medical, Dr. Mike Cockrell, he takes care of you. Like he's a doctor that's he's not trying to go in there and write you a script, right? And get you out the door. Take your monies and get out the door. That ain't him. He's trying to get to the bottom of it, right? He's trying to fix whatever's ailing you. And he don't stop until he figures that stuff out. He spends time with you, talks to you. Mike could see 100 patients a day if he just did what a lot of doctors do. Bring you in, oh, you sick, here's some drugs, go get it filled, see you next time. In and out. That's not what he does. He gets to the bottom of it. And that's why I told him, it's going to be a sad day when you retire. Well, what do you do then? What do you do then? That kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. But he's the best doctor around, hands down. And it's all because of who he is as a person, tries to take care of you. That's the most important part. To me, that's the most important part. Is what he tries to do right there, is taking care of you as a human being. Mike is awesome. Mike is awesome. All right, we got our interview of eternity coming up with Michael Bates. And as always, my favorite part of the show, we got to talk about a lot of things. And this is one I was thinking about when I was sick. Because I watch, like, one of my favorite TV series is The Chosen. I absolutely love that show. It's so good. Talk about something that rekindled my faith, really. And I say that because you take the Bible, and the Bible, and I'm trying to say this to make it make sense here, but you read it, and it's very, and it can be on some of these. Like you see it, and you say, all right, Jesus preached this, he preached that. They came with him, but you forget the disciples, but you forget these are all humans. And The Chosen humanized that aspect of it and what it could have been like and how they could have reacted to things. I thought it was so interesting how that is. So I just love The Chosen. And but it makes me, but there's a point, and he makes this in there, of how we perceive Jesus, right? How do we perceive Jesus in our lives? How do we perceive him? And that's what we're going to talk about today. That's what Michael Bates is going to talk about today. So let's get into it.
Wells Funeral Home and Cremation Service, your locally owned family funeral home and cremation service in Batesville. We love supporting our North Delta Green Wave High School athletics, and we are ready for some football. We are proud of the programs at North Delta and the hard work our athletes have put in. Wells Funeral Home and Cremation Service in Batesville, proud of our Green Waves. We are ready to serve you, and we are ready for some football. Visit our website at wellsfuneralhome.net or call us at 662-563-5700.
Hey, good morning to you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on In View of Eternity. So glad to be with you today. What is your overall opinion, demeanor, attitude when it comes to Jesus Christ, the Son of God? We learn an awful lot about people's attitude in Scripture regarding him. There's no doubt that as Jews throughout the years of the Old Testament read about the prophecies of the coming one, the Messiah, their hearts would have been filled with hope, and they certainly would have trusted, many of them, in the promises of God to make it true. When Jesus comes on to the scene, and you read in early gospel writings, early in the book of Matthew, John, also Mark as well, you'll find a character by the name of John the Baptist. And I say character, he was a person, Some would call him a character. He kind of lived and preached around the wilderness areas, and he ate locusts and wild honey. So that was a little different, evidently, from what many folks would have done in that day and time. One of the things that John did that is so very impressive is that when people would ask him, "Are you the Christ, or do we look for another?" The idea to John was, well, no, I am not. I am not the Christ. The one who comes after me, his sandals I'm not worthy to unloose. John had a very proper perspective of Jesus. He understood, while he himself was a chosen prophet of God to speak God's message, he preached repentance unto the remission of sins. Early passages there in the Gospels tell us. But at the same time, he did not let his large crowds or his following get the better of him. When you think about the climate of that day, here are the Jews, Israel, who had been under the suppression of Gentile governments for many years of time now, going all the way back to the lamentation of Jeremiah, you might say, when after they, before that rather, they'd been carried away into Babylonian captivity. And then you had the Persian rule, and then the Greek rule, and now the Roman rule over them. And so many years have passed. There'd been some in the midst who had tried to make themselves to be the savior of Israel, but they all perished, them and their following. And so Israel was ripe and ready for all those prophecies to come true. And so it might have been easy for many of them to say, well, John preaches so powerfully, we'll make him. But John would not allow that. John understood who Jesus was, that he was the voice of one crying in the wilderness himself, and preached, make straight your paths for the Lord. He knew he wasn't the Messiah. He was there to do a work, to do a job, to prepare people for the coming of Jesus. His words about Jesus, the one who comes after me, I'm not worthy to unloose his sandals. That's quite an expression, isn't it? An expression of humility, an expression of true love and adoration for the chosen one of God. Is our attitude about Jesus the same? That we put him on such a high place in our minds and hearts, understanding who he truly is, that we humble ourselves before him and obey his every command. In view of eternity, how do you perceive Jesus? Thank you for listening. I'm Michael Bates.
And there you go. Michael Bates. Awesome. And that's true. So I find myself thinking about this often. And I guess when you talk to certain people, you start talking about things like this and they don't want to hear it, right? Because to them, Jesus is this, it's almost like this antique vase, right? A vase, right? You don't want to touch it. You got to be careful not to break it. You don't want to damage its purity. And I don't think that's the case at all when it comes to Jesus, right? We know what Jesus is. We know who Jesus is. But Jesus was also human. That means he laughed, means he cried, means he celebrated. It means he got sad. Jesus was human. And so that's what makes me even more endeared to Jesus as the Son of God, right? And makes me excited for eternity is the fact that who Jesus is and was as he walked this earth is what waits afterwards. All right. That love, that understanding, that compassion. And that's how I always see it. And no one can convince me different. I mean, you just can't. Because being a human being, being influenced by the things in this world and being able to overcome them has to be something, but you're still affected by the loss of friends, of family, of imagine trying to preach your message and nobody wanting to hear and being persecuted because of it. How that's got to affect you, but still you push through. See, knowing your own death is coming and still pushing through. And you didn't just push through like, oh, not a big deal. I'm Jesus. I'm just going to go here and do my thing. Right? He felt the weight of that. The weight of every day of living, of the pressure of what he had on him. And we can all relate to a very much lesser extent when you have pressure put upon you, when you know something's coming, you're not looking forward to it, but you have to face it. I mean, there's a lot of that, and we feel that. So, you know, I love the humanity of Jesus because it speaks to the glory that awaits in the afterlife. And I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. Or maybe I'm insane, which is a possibility. So there you go. I love hearing Michael Bates in View of Eternity. It's so good. Always so good. Always so good. I look forward to this part of the show. I say it every time because it's very true. It's very true. And that's why I wait till the part of the show, because you need that positivity as we lead through the rest of our day. As we lead through this Tuesday, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Don't let your jobs get to you. Don't let life get to you. There's always something greater waiting. There's always another moment coming. So don't let that stuff bring you down. All right? Don't let life bring you down. And don't take life so serious that you refuse to see what's important in it. And I think that's the big thing. I think that's the big takeaway. Right? I think it's the big takeaway is enjoy your life. Have faith. Have that love. Be a good human. Be a good Christian. Treat other people well, even when that's the last thing they do for you. Right? You try. It's easy to resort to the way other people treat you. The better thing is to make them have to question how they do treat you. In fact, when you take the higher road. And I always leave it at that. Guys, I appreciate you tuning in today. It's great to be back. Great to be over this illness. Woof. 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 It was rough. We got lots of work to do. Gonna get to it. But just be sure y'all have a great day out there. Be safe. Be mindful of everything around you. And we'll be back here tomorrow morning. If there's things you want to hear, songs you want to hear, it can only be indie songs, right? It has to be those type of songs. Or else I get copyright strikes and all kinds of other junk. Facebook goes crazy. So far, we've been good. But don't be afraid to let me know some of these songs you want to hear. And I'll be sure to get them in here. All right, we'll try to do that. Try our best. But y'all be safe. Have a great day. Till tomorrow. Live, love, be happy. See you soon, guys.
I don't want to tell them what a cheap, lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking.
Shut up, boo. There is no racial bigotry here. Here you are all equally worthless.
You can't handle the truth.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You lose.